Normally, I'm not somebody that puts on makeup for work. At that time in the morning, I'm just about functioning, so it's get ready and go. However, lately I've been doing this 4 step routine. I love my skin to look glowy, hydrated, plump, just. Then I go in with a spoolie brush and just do my eyebrows. This doesn't have to be perfect. I just neaten them up because I'll be waking up all kinds of crazy in the morning. So just try to get them together a little bit, just like that. Then I curl my lashes. This is one of my favorite lash curlers. I had to get a sturdier one because I had one before this and I think it was a pretty cheap one and it just didn't do what I needed it to do. So I got this one from Maxx and I love it. So we're just going to go in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on camera. Lord, I didn't think about it. Okay, I'm going to try. Ooh, wee. Okay. And I usually hold it for about 10 seconds, but I do this thing where I like press it like this looks so weird, and then I just hope for the best. And then when I take it off, you should end up with something like that. I don't know if you can see that, it's probably very subtle, but yeah, you get the point. Curl your eyelashes. Now I've done my lashes, which I think has already made a difference. I think it's just woke me up a little bit. I'm now going to go and put something on my lips, so that can be whatever you want. I'm just going to go with some Vaseline because I'm boring, but feel free to use whatever you please. We're only halfway through and already I feel like that's made such a big difference. This next step I wouldn't normally do, but I'm going to do because I've got a little friend here and it's doing my head in. So we're going to cover that with some concealer. I'm going to be using the Duty Bounce Radiant Concealer from the Beauty Crop. I am literally going to use the tiniest amount because although this is kind of a makeup day, it's also kind of not. I don't want to use so many products. So literally the tiniest amount, and then I'm just going to pat that in with my finger like so. Boom, gone. And now for the final step, but probably the most important step, my MAC blush in the shade Lovejoy. I am obsessed with the way this looks on my skin. So you'll see, you'll see, you'll see. To be honest, blush kind of scares me, but this shade right here. So I've been placing it right here and just kind of bringing it up here too. And I just find that it brings, I don't know, it just kind of brings my face to life. I know that sounds a little bit dramatic, but honestly, it's very subtle, but it's there. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more. Feel free to be as heavy-handed as you want, but I want this to look just like a flush of colour. So I'm not going to be too heavy-handed with it. Can you see that? I don't know, there's just something about that for me. Really, really like that. And put a bit on my nose. A little bit just around my forehead. There's not really a technique to this, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of just wing it when I do it, but the past few days where I've done it, it has just looked lovely. So now let me do the other side. And I definitely do not try to match this up because I would fail miserably. Do you know what else I've really been liking actually when I do this? Is bringing it really close to the eye. Like it's almost connected to my eye. And obviously you can also go onto your eye if you want, but I feel like I have to be in the mood for that. And yeah, I'm not always in the mood for that. So I won't be doing that today. But under my eye works really well. and just, again, makes me look a bit more alive. When I'm putting this onto my face, it's important that, like, I don't come too far down. I just feel like it brings everything up. And I don't know if that suits my face shape or not, but I feel like it does because I've really been liking the way it looks. And I'm someone that used to put my blush all the way down here. And that still look cute, don't get me wrong, but this just looks, I don't know, better to me. So, yeah. And I realise I'm getting a little bit heavy-handed now, so let me stop. And just like that, tell me I don't look more alive. Tell me I don't look a lot more put together. That has just... I look like I've got on a full face of makeup, and I definitely do not. I just think it works, and I feel like this is going to be my go-to now. So, yeah, you're welcome.